Have you all ever invited a third wheel to a date on purpose?
Yes.
Yes?
Without telling the person that you were going out with?
Yes.
What?
Dude.
So you showed up to a date with, we just talked about this. You showed up to a date with somebody else and the dude had no idea.
Correct.
That's sucky.
I know, but I was in high school.
Oh, it doesn't count then.
I was in high school. No, but I did. A guy asked me out. We were going to go see the Christmas tree lighting in downtown Lexington. And I was so nervous about the date that I asked my friend Michelle to go with me. So he showed up to pick me up and she was there. And so both of us hopped into the car. I sat in the front. She sat in the back of his little truck. And it was pretty bad.
He went through with the date, though.
He was not a happy camper, but he was an adult eagle.
He was a what?
An Eagle Scout.
So he could handle it.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, you can tie her up with knots in the back.
Exactly.
Okay, so this is in high school, I'm assuming, Keity.
No, this is in high school. This is last weekend.
Okay.
As a 29-year-old woman. So what had happened was, right, you know how I've been deemed the flake. Katie's a flake. I flake.
You haven't been deemed. You've earned that.
Yes.
He worked very hard for that title.
Or you can say I earned it. Yeah, I mean, tomato.
You are an Eagle Scout of flaking.
You have all the badges.
And so there was this woman who I was originally supposed to be going on a date with. We met a while ago, and she was a cool person, but I don't know. I forgot that I kind of double booked. That was my problem. I double booked on the same day.
Do that often?
Yeah. Yes. Indeed, I do. But I had high hopes that when Saturday came around that she may want to cancel. But she didn't. And so I had to come up with a game plan of what I was going to do. And I was like, I can't flake on her. I would really feel bad about flaking on a date. And I'm not going to flake on my friends either. So I just did both. So I went out with my friends. And then later on, I was supposed to meet up with her. However, I really was lacking the excitement for this date. I really just didn't want to do it. I was like, I should just push this off. So my friends, they thankfully escorted me to where I was supposed to be going on this date. And as they know that she's approaching, they leave. They're like, Keity, we're going to go. And one of my friends stayed with me and she was there. And the woman that I was going on a date with, she appears. And so then I look at my best friend. I'm like, all right, what am I going to do here? Because I'm really not excited about this date. What's going to go on here? So I just yell, hey, so you want to stay? You want to stay here? So my best friend's looking at me like, girl, no. I'm like, no, you wanted to stay, right? You didn't want to go home, girl. And so then the woman I was supposed to be going on a date with, she was like, oh, she can stay. Like, we can just, hang out and have good drinks. And so now I have incorporated my best friend as basically the buffer for this date that I didn't want to go on.
Well played.
Yeah, it was well played.
Yeah.
Very well played.
Was it well played or did she pick up on it?
So here's the thing. I don't believe she picked up on it because she was having a good time and I was having a good time as well. But then I decided to not only use my best friend as a buffer, just drink. Just binge drink this date away. I was like, the more I drink, the faster the time will go by. And that's basically what happened. Like, it just started off with me bringing in my friend, having her there the whole night, running around wild.
Yep.
Throwing up, maybe.
That's another plus. Okay.
And then also, that's how the date ended. And the next day, I thought that I had ran this woman off. She left me a message, like a 2-minute voice message saying how much she had a good time. And I was like, okay, so my buffer plan did not work. She actually enjoyed it. So I don't think she picked up on it. But I kind of felt bad that I used my friend as a third wheel.
Nah. I mean, that's what you're there for, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it? Like you're a wing woman.
The third wheel?
Yeah.
On an actual date?
Not on a date.
She wasn't a wing woman. This is not a wing woman situation. It's more of a like a life raft. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like a life preserver. She was a life preserver trying to save the date.
So now you got a problem in that you got to continue to now blow off the woman that you weren't even excited about having the date with, right?
Well, yes.
Did she see you throw up?
She might have, Mo.
And she still slept a 2-minute
That's where I'm at, right? She saw you get twisted. You had a third wheel on a date, and you threw up, and she still had a great time.
Yeah, and I was trying to be discreet about it, but she was looking at me.
Oh, poor thing.
Yeah, she's too desperate. She's too desperate for you.
What do you got to do to shake her?
The Bert Show.